Saturday night. Friday night. I don't know what day it is.
It's Friday night, yeah.
My whole world is discombobulated. Because usually I feel like if I'm drinking an energy drink and then we're going live, it's a Saturday.
Oh.
Because we never go live on Fridays.
Are we live now?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Oh, it's hot.
Searing. Searing hot. Coffee.
Food gave me heartburn.
That's not good.
Sorry if I cough too loud. Sorry, I get congestion.
Allergy. Take some pills. I mean, that's what it is. Though, I think Victor might be coming down with something. He's been complaining a lot that his stomach hurts. Like, is he still asleep?
Yeah.
He was asleep by 5.
Time to wake up.
Oh. When I got up... Huh?
2.
How did you know that? Were you still awake at 2?
What?
How did you know that it was 2 o'clock?
I don't know what time I went to sleep. I
'Cause
don't remember going to sleep.
I got up at 2:30. And he was up watching television. And so I told him to go back to bed.
He's up at 2 all the time.
But then when I got up and got ready for work, he was asleep.
He's probably been up until 2.
Probably.
I never really went to bed. That's probably why he's asleep now.
No, because he was asleep. He was asleep last night when I put the twins to bed.
Maybe he's not feeling good.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I just would like to get to the bottom of a stomach ache because you can never really truly tell what a stomach ache is. Is it the fact he's not eating either? He's not really eating.
No, he's not.
You see what I'm saying? So something's wrong with his stomach.
Oh.
Maybe he just needs to poop.
Maybe we could take him to the doctor so they can tell us to keep an eye on it. Charge us $70.
Ugh. Being parents is rough. Well.
Can you imagine?
Here we go.
Can you imagine being a doctor and having kids? It would be like... This is going to piss a lot of doctors off.
I don't think we have any doctor audiences.
Yeah, we probably don't, but if we do, it's going to make them mad. I don't care. I don't care. That's one group of people I don't care if I make angry.
They fucking know. They know.
Can you imagine being a doctor and having a kid with a stomach ache that you can't figure out what's wrong with them?
No.
Because they don't fucking know. They don't know. You take them up there and they check to make sure they're not actively dying, something that an EMT could do.
Which, I mean, I appreciate. Please check and make sure
something that an EMT
that I can't do at home.
You could, if you Googled it, you could.
Yeah.
Just check to make sure that he's not actively dying.
He doesn't have a fever,
And then they either tell you to keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. Or they
take you to the hospital if it gets worse.
Yep.
Or they send you to a specialist.
Yep.
Never do they fucking ever. Oh, it's just this. Here's a prescription. It'll take care of it. I know exactly what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem is because I'm a doctor and that's my only job. I know exactly what's wrong. I've used the evidence from my doctor's degree, my doctorate, these evidence that I learned from my doctorate to figure out what your symptoms mean, and I've come up with a solution, and I'm going to give you some medication that's going to fix it immediately.
My favorite
That's the thing about it. Okay, if that happened, you'd be surprised, wouldn't you?
I'm in a simulation.
You would be surprised if that happened.
Yeah, I would be.
Because usually it's like, oh, he doesn't seem to be too bad. He's probably got a stomach bug. Take him home, keep an eye on him. If it gets worse, take him to a real doctor.
Take him to a real doctor. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Here's your bill.
Thanks.
I mean, I could have done that at the house. I could pretend to be a doctor at the house.
No, well, I'm just going to give him some...
You could say, Jamie, Dr. Jamie, and I'd be like, oh, hello, Miss Collins. What seems to be the problem, this little guy? And you could be like, he's got problems. He's not eating, and he's having problems with his stomach. He's complaining about it, and he's sleeping. Oh, well, there is a stomach bug going around. Let's take a listen.
And they feel to see if anything's inflamed.
Is he insanely fucking bloated to the point where he's going to explode? No. Well, he's not going to die right now.
On to the next person.
Yeah, he's not going to die right now.
So he should be okay.
So, if he gets any worse, take him to a real doctor.
Take him to the ER.
Yeah.
Take him to the ER so they can run a bunch of tests with equipment I don't have here in the office. That's what it is.
Or, let me recommend it is if he thinks it might be chronic. If it's been happening for like a year.
Yeah.
He's like, oh well, let me recommend you to a specialist.
Our doctor is not so much of if wait too long to he's like, you want a specialist?
Oh yeah, yeah. At least he doesn't beat around the bush.
No, he will.
At least he doesn't send you home for 2 weeks for him to get worse first. He's
no.
Like, okay, I'll admit openly right now I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to go ahead and recommend you to somebody that I know for a fact knows what they're doing.
Yep. Which I appreciate. He's like, I understand that you have to come to me first that's what insurance does.
To me, that's along the same lines of being thankful to a cop because he pulled you over and didn't give you a ticket.
Still thankful when it happens.
Well, how bad does life have to suck to where you're thankful you get the minimum suck?
You know, I've stopped
Anyway,
questioning.
We read a book.
Welcome to Spilling My Usual Tea.
Yeah.
Where our tea of all different kinds is spilt. This week we read Shadow Mirror by Rebecca Jose.
Yes, we did.
And I finished it today.
Yes, you did.
I pulled my bookmark out of it.
Finished it yesterday.
You finished it yesterday?
That's what I was doing last night. I was reading that book. I finished that book last night. Finished it up. I think I finished it early. I might have finished it yesterday, the day before yesterday. I may have had it finished. Because I remember talking to her about the book. That's what I did. I finished the book.
And then you talked to her.
I don't know if it was last night, but it might have been the night before. All my days run together.
Yeah.
But, and then I, like, immediately started quizzing her about it. I was like, what was going through your head?
Oh, really?
Because it's not very often that you know the author personally. I mean, I don't know her personally. I don't, like, go to her.
You know of her. You're able to direct message her.
Yeah, I've got her. She's in my DMs. Actually, no, I'm in her DMs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably shouldn't say it like that.
But, it's not very often that you can message an author directly and they're like, well.
They immediately respond, yeah.
Yeah, so and this isn't an open invitation for everybody to message Rebecca Jose and start asking her questions, like mental questions about her book. It's not,
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But I had kind of had her over barrel because I was like I was going back and forth with her about those totes.
Yeah.
So she's like, I gotta be nice to this guy until I get my totes.
That's true.
So, she's not like that. That's not how it went.
But that's how people kind of approach you because they either want their tattoo finished or
usually that's the thing about. That's the cool thing. That's one of the only cool things about people only contacting you when they want something. It's that every time they talk to you, they have to be nice.
Unless you work in my job. And then when they contact you and they want something, they're usually not very pleasant.
Yeah, but the thing about it, the difference between my job and your job is they could contact me and I could tell them to fuck off.
That is so true.
I could just immediately tell them to fuck off.
Gosh,
I don't like you.
I
never do. I never have.
No, I've never heard you say
but
that.
Just having that on the table
That's like the baseline.
It's just like amazing. If at any point I almost see, sometimes I'll see how far I can push myself to endure their bullshit. I'm not saying that Rebecca had any bullshit. She was super cool.
We're just talking about people in
just
general.
talking about people in general, like problem clients that I have. I'm not sitting around tirade about problem clients here because I don't have very many. I don't have very many.
That is where you and I differ because I don't feel like you don't have very many. You have problem
I have-
clients, you just don't address the problem.
I think the problem with my clients that you don't like is that they're people.
It's not that I
And
don't like them.
I don't have.
It's not.
I have a lot of understanding about like human nature. I know that when somebody wants something, they want it right now. They're unsure, and they've come to. It's not like they went to the doctor. They know if they come to me, they're getting a tattoo. They just want my input on it, and a lot of times they're not sure of themselves because they're not artists. They're like, "Is this going to be a bad idea?" And you know what? Like the doctor's office, the tattoo shop, it has a pretty high flake rate.
I'm just saying. Well, you know which doctor's office I wish would have a higher flake rate so we could get in sooner.
Oh yeah. The one with the autism.
The fucking or whatever the hell it is.
But I'm just saying that I've seen it so many times that it's just an old hat, and so I don't like take personal offense.
I
get
prefer to
upset about
hold
it.
people accountable for their actions. And
I can't hold it. That would be like the service desk at Walmart
eating less shit from your clients.
Yeah, they're
right.
like, you know what? Fuck you. You didn't buy this here. You don't have a receipt. Go fly a door.
Or
I can't do that. I run a business.
Or you've canceled on me 4 times, day of or day before. I'm now going to charge you a deposit. That's not unreasonable.
I am probably going to start.
You have told me that for 2 years.
I probably am going to start doing that.
You're full of
or
shit.
I'm at least going to put it out there. I'm like, hey man, the last 3 times you scheduled with me, you flaked. So the next time you flake on me, I'm going to charge you $50. I might do that. I just need to just bite the bullet and start charging them deposit, regardless of who they are. That's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. It's like Cricket's one of my clients.
Cricket doesn't cancel on you.
And people like Christy and like long-term client people like Carmen. Like but that's the shitty thing about it.
You have serial flakers and you know it.
Carmen's not one of them.
I know she's not. That's when I
have serial flakers, but you can't say.
Yes, you can.
I guess I could. Yeah, I guess I could be like, well, you're not part of the cool kids. So, but that's the thing about it is,
you continuously take up my 12 o'clock on Saturdays.
You can't punish people for flaking if you don't have a policy.
The whole you know what?
You can't do it. You can't punish people for flaking if you don't have a policy.
You were supposed to create your own fucking policy 2 years ago.
The thing about the policy is once you create a policy, it has to be across the board.
I know how policies work.
And so I would have
to
work
say, for the government.
Start saying, all right, Carmen, I need a $50. You know what I was going to say earlier? She'd pay it.
Yes, she fucking would.
She'd pay it.
In fact,
I get it.
All of your regular clients would.
All my good clients, yeah, they would all pay it.
Weird.
And it's only really
the people who flake who wouldn't.
It's the tire kickers that don't want to pay a deposit. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. We've been talking about it for a long time. I'm just a big softy at heart.
That is super true. Okay.
But we're not talking about my clients. What were we talking about? I was talking to Rebecca
about the book.
And I was shaking her down for info, and she was reluctantly giving it up. Little tidbits of what was going through her head. I'm gonna say rail her out, but I'm gonna shake her down when she's getting a tattoo.
Oh really?
I'm gonna shake her down because she can't go nowhere.
Now she's
go nowhere. I have a hold of her.
Literally.
I'll just but I'll allow awkward silences, and I don't want to tell you that. That's a legitimate answer as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So
there's trade secrets, right?
I'm sure there are. And we did agree that if this were a murder mystery book, that we weren't going to reveal the whodunit.
On this one?
On this one. We did agree that we weren't going to openly say who the villain is. So we have to.
We said that we weren't going to give away the ending.
I thought we said we weren't going to say who the villain was.
We can't allude to it either.
Here's what I'm.
We can't tell people things that are gonna cause them to realize who the villain is. We can't.
Here's what I'm going to say, is that up until the last 100 pages of the book, I was there were two people who I thought could be the villain.
Because they were really the only two people that were good. It was possible.
But she did a good job of putting in information from different perspectives on that.
She did a great job, and not just. I thought it was really cool that she provided evidence. She provided evidence. It was almost like a game of Clue. Like everybody could have been guilty because everybody had evidence.
Everyone had a motive.
Yeah, everybody had a motive to be
the villain.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Man, that is so Agatha Christie.
Yeah,
that is so Agatha Christie, and Agatha Christie was brilliant. That woman was brilliant. I loved her shit. Speaking of Agatha Christie, I heard something about her the other day. A movie came out based on an Agatha Christie book or a series or something.
Mm-hmm.
They had a new what's that guy's name? Poirot.
Yeah. They had a new movie for him coming out.
Did they?
I think so. I think I saw something about it.
Is it the same guy that played him last time?
I think so.
It was in Harry Potter.
Was he in Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Who did he play in Harry Potter? I don't think we're talking about the same person.
He was in
I'm talking about the one who did the train one.
Yeah, he was in I want to say, was it Chamber of Secrets, the one where they went down there? Yeah, it's Chamber of Secrets. He's in Chamber of Secrets. He was the wizard that was the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. It was full of shit. Didn't do any of that stuff.
That is not the same person. We are thinking of two different people.
Look it up.
What is that movie called?
Which one?
There's the one on the Nile. That's the other one. That's
Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
I know that actor.
There is no way, cast. Kenneth Burr. Did he really play in Harry Potter?
Yep.
That he did.
Haha.
I didn't recognize him with the big giant
wig
mustache.
on. And a mustache.
All right. They have Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, A Haunting in Venice. Or these are just his movies. Those are the 3 Agatha Christie movies.
Is one of them new?
I doesn't look like it.
I don't remember the Murder in Venice or whatever.
It's came out in 2023. New Agatha Christie movie. There it is. Seven Dials is a new 3-part Netflix adaptation.
That's what it was.
Released on January 15th.
It was like a girl who had autism or something, and she was like. It follows a girl who's solving mysteries.
Everybody has autism.
But yeah, that's what I saw. Anyway, we're off the rails again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be that kind of night. Because it's one of those things where I want people to buy Rebecca's book, and I want them to read it and experience them for themselves. I will say that if you do have triggers, please read your trigger warnings.
Yeah, we have to talk about. We don't have to talk about the scene in general.
There's a few of them.
There's a few scenes in this book.
There's SA in this book.
But it's not her SA scenes are SA scenes.
Yes. This is not DubCon. This is not NCN.
No.
This isn't
palatable.
Or
SA.
CNC.
Yeah, this isn't palatable.
No.
When when they have essay in this book, it is not good.
Strictly.
It is not good. It will give you the ick.
And
on the one hand, it was a little dark. On the other hand, I can't say I appreciated it, but I appreciated her willingness to do it.
I felt the first two times it happened made sense. The third time it happened.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay.
The third time
Wait a
it
minute.
came
How
up.
many times did it happen? 4?
3 in detail, 4 vaguely.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Well, it didn't really happen in that one. That didn't really happen.
What are you talking about? Yes, it did.
One of them didn't really happen as a dream.
Well, yes, the very first time. But I'm counting that as the first time. I'm talking in order, chronological order from when they show up in the book.
Okay, but I'm just saying that, like...
The first time it happened made sense. The second time it happened made sense. The third time it happened, it was, in my opinion, excessive.
Felt gratuitous, yeah.
And then the fourth time, I was like...
Well, that's why I asked her about that. And I don't know, is she on?
I can't tell. I don't have any comments from anybody, but I also didn't reach out and send her the link either.
I'm not gonna tell everybody what she said, but I'm gonna tell everybody what I asked.
What did you ask?
We reread that book, and it went from being a little bit PG, a little bit.
It ramped up quickly.
A little dark in places, but lighthearted most of the time.
Yeah.
Humorous in several different places.
Yeah.
It went from that to just absolutely freaking dark scenes.
Dark scene
like
after dark scene.
Bad shit. And then there was the ending. And I said, I asked her, I was like, did you write those dark scenes to justify the ending? Or did you write the ending to justify those dark scenes?
Mm-hmm.
And she said a little bit of both.
As somebody
what I think it was is she wrote those dark scenes to balance out the fucked upness in her book. I don't think she wanted to write a poppy, light. She wanted it to be horror. She wanted it to be dark, and she went dark. She didn't go millennial dark. She went Gen X dark. That's Gen X dark.
Okay.
And that's what it looks like. And I think that she wanted to go that dark with that book, and she couldn't justify any of that darkness without all of it. And so that's what she did.
I don't normally get triggered in a book. I don't normally get an ick. It doesn't happen very often. But by the third time it came up, I was like...
you know what, honestly? I think if it would have had a little more explanation, a little more background, a little more backstory in replacement of some of those darker scenes, it would have flowed a little bit better, and you wouldn't have got the ick so bad. It just ended up being like so much.
It seemed like it was too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Well, maybe too much for a. Let me check my phone real quick.
Make sure what?
Make sure nobody's messaging me. What was I saying?
I don't know. Too much for...
It was too much for a 300-page book.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was Game of Thrones, and a Game of Thrones vibe even, and it had that much essay in it, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's just how things were.
Tracks. Yeah.
That's just how things were. But she she almost that's like it almost felt like she dropped it in dry. She went from being like ha ha ha, things are so funny, everything's cool, to here's this horrible, horrible nightmare scene.
It just.
And then she went back. Oh, everything's cool
But here's
again.
the thing. It like the nightmare. I felt made sense. You could feel at that point in the book it was going to start taking that turn.
It was good.
It was going.
It was a good scene. It was good writing. It applied later on in the book.
Yes.
It was yeah, that was good writing.
However, to then immediately go back and you know what? The love triangle thing, I wasn't here for it.
Why's that? What, did it feel clunky?
Super clunky.
Felt clunky.
Super. I was just
Well,
like,
I mean,
girl,
okay,
I was like, girl, you're gonna be fucking Whiplash.
Yeah. But the thing about it was, I don't know. Here's the question I would ask about that. Is I think we both kind of got a nuanced feeling that it was clunky, but I had a hard time putting my finger on why.
Do you want me to tell you? Because I know why I felt like it was clunky.
Well, I may contradict you.
You might.
So go ahead.
It was just so much like, oh, I love him. Oh, he's so attractive. Oh, I just want to have his babies, and when I finally get out of this hospital, blah, 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 I love him. And then it was like, oh, wait, no, I love him. I hate the other guy. I love him. This guy's actually the one I love and want to be with. And then it's, no, I love this other guy. I hate that other one. It's just like, it went like that for too long. And then when she finally...
She can waffle back and forth too many times.
The book isn't very long.
I'm just saying she waffled towards the one dude. Or she was madly in love with the one dude.
She had a
dream that gave her the ick.
Right.
And so she's like, okay, well,
and
I don't know if I have those feelings anymore.
The quick escalation.
Well, she was already kind of like,
no.
Whatever. You don't know any people that just like fucking one dude one day and fucking a different guy the next. You don't know anybody like that.
Nobody is. Do I know people like that? Yes, but do I know they're like, oh, we're making love? What? No.
What do you mean?
That's what they were calling. They're like, I want to make love to you. I'm like, that's not what this is, honey. That's not what this is.
Whatever she's gonna tell herself, sleep at night. She's trying to get some dick. She's trying to get some dick, and she's telling herself whatever the fuck she could come up with to help her sleep at night.
I'm just saying.
She's trying to. I've never heard of a woman trying to justify her actions before. That's what it was. She was deluding him. She was deluding herself. That's what it felt to me.
Did I put those on the wrong one? No. Okay. That's fine.
And it was one of those things that like I feel like it was one of those things that just happened to you when you're young. How old did she say she was? 20 something.
In her
middle late 20s.
Mid to late 20s. Yeah.
But I think the bottom line was the guy was hot. She wanted to fuck him.
Yeah.
And so she told herself that she was having feelings that she wasn't because she wanted to get some dick, and that's how it rolled. That's how it went down. She told him, lied to him, admitted to it later.
I was just confused. I don't know.
But she got a bad opinion of that other guy, and she was letting.
But she was so easily swayed.
That dude
no, okay.
What are you talking about?
But she was so easily swayed by either guy. Oh, they had to just whisper one negative thing about the first guy, and she was like, "Oh, maybe he's right, and I don't like George."
It wasn't like that guy just said some shit. It wasn't like that guy just said some shit, and she's like, "Oh, you're right." They were both acting shady, and she was trying to put it together in her head who's acting shady and who's just what's who's just a misunderstood gentle soul should know, because they're both acting shady. And so one of them's acting shady, one of them's acting different. He's acting argumentative and shitty. And so dude like plants that seed of doubt in her head while she's watching the transition of this guy. And she has that dream about him. She had all kinds of motivation for rolling over on that guy.
But it happened too many times. That's what I'm saying. Is that she rolled on him once, and then she went to the other guy, and then she rolled over on the other guy, went back to that guy, and then rolled over on the other guy. It just kept happening.
I'm not sure it happened 3 times.
Green, yellow, orange. One of these colors.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that, was it a little bit redundant? Yeah. Was it a deal breaker for the plot? No.
I'm not saying it was a deal breaker for the plot. It just.
And also, it was like one of those things where she was trying to cause confusion as to which of these characters was the bad guy. So she made them all a little bit the bad guy. And then she made her have feelings for each one of them, so that you don't know who the good guy is.
Yeah. Okay. I just wasn't here for it.
I'll throw in the baby falling out of bed.
That would not. That was something upstairs.
Like a cat.
If I had to guess, it was Victor knocking something out of his bed. And maybe if I talked to Rebecca, I could gain some insight on it and feel a little differently about it. But I don't know. There was just something about it that I was just like,
oh, sorry.
It's not there for. It just it's one of the only books where I was excited in the middle. I felt like it had a good pace, and I was excited to see where it was going. And then as I kept getting farther along and getting towards the end, I was like, there's no way that this conclusion is going to conclude. Like, I would have believed it wasn't a standalone.
It's not a standalone.
They can be read as standalones.
It's not a standalone, no. It's got a sequel.
But that's what I'm saying, is that it can be read as a
started it today.
It can be. You're not.
I'm listening.
It said on it that it can be read as a standalone.
Okay.
That's my point, is that I shouldn't feel as though
the world continues on.
I'm not saying the world doesn't continue on. I'm saying that the conclusion of this book felt a little bit like it shouldn't have ended that way.
I feel like it should have ended.
I felt like it ended abruptly.
Yeah, it did. It was a little bit too quick.
Thank you.
A little too quick. But also,
there needed to be some more detail in that.
300 and some odd pages, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Could she have shaved some shit out?
Yeah.
A little bit more content. Yeah, she probably could have.
I don't.
When she wrote it, she probably didn't have 2 smut readers sitting over her shoulder telling her what to do.
Oh, I mean, I'm not trying to tell her what to do. I'm just trying to give my honest. I mean, that's why we're on here, is to give our honest opinion about these books that we're reading.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still promoting it. I still feel as though people should read it and experience it.
Is it worth reading?
Yes,
yeah,
I just said that.
It's worth reading.
She's a very good author. She writes very well.
Yes, she does.
We've read, shit books.
You know what I like?
Here.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've read garbage books. I'm not saying that it's just good by contrast, but
I mean,
is she the most eloquent writer in the world? No, but I don't feel like that's not what women want to read.
No, they
want to read digestible.
I would go I enjoyed this book more than I enjoyed There Are No Saints, and There Are No Saints is very popular on TikTok.
There Are No Saints. Which one was that about? guy with the tattoos.
The artist.
Oh. I did too. I liked it better now.
And so,
Hold that up. Hold that fucking book up. Okay. That's a pretty famous book, right? It's pretty popular.
Yeah, it's very popular on TikTok.
Wasn't as good as this one.
No.
Wasn't as good as this one. This one was cool. It was.
You can see where I highlighted shit in this one.
Yeah, it was. There were a couple of times where I couldn't tell if she'd done research or if she'd been to rehab. Either way, she kind of acted like she knew what she was talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to freaking bust her balls, but she knew what she was talking about. She kind of knew. There were some things where it was a little bit of a stretch. Some of that shit was a stretch. Like the scene where she gets drugged by cops. I'm not sure cops carry around sedatives.
Drugged by cops.
Remember at the beginning? Somebody shoots her up with something and knocks her out at the beginning. It was the cops. So the EMTs hadn't got there yet that I'm aware of. They may have. I may be wrong. But I don't think there were any EMTs there. But somebody.
I think if someone calls for violent, they purposely bring like tranquilizers because they want to use non-lethal force.
It wasn't violent. It was suicide attempt. That's what I'm saying. They
right.
hit
I'm
her
thinking
with a fucking trank.
I'm thinking of when she's in her group therapy session.
No, I'm talking about at the very first scene.
Yeah, you're talking about when
they tranked her ass. And I don't think cops carry that shit.
You're right. I didn't think that they tranked her. I thought that they just held her down.
No, somebody hit her with some tranquilizer. She went out. That's the way it seemed. I may be wrong.
I'm just
I've
looking
been wrong in
because
the past. It's like on the first, second page. If I'm wrong, then I stand corrected and I'll eat my words. But that doesn't matter to me at all. But that's the way that's the way I took it, right or wrong.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Get the tranquilizer out. The officer.
Yeah, I don't think
the officer holding my arm says.
They might. You know what? They might keep a trank gun in their car for animals.
Yep.
But I don't think that they do it for people. But you know what? Splitting hairs. It's like it happened a little bit too early in the book. I was worried. It had me worried. It happened a little bit too early in the book. I was like, I don't know, how realistic is this? But then later on, she like totally redeemed herself and kind of or either that or she started talking about things I don't know about. And I just couldn't tell the difference. It's like that chick with their Honor Saints, like talking about them tattooing each other and then fucking or whatever.
Yeah, that's the.
If I had been out of my element, I wouldn't have noticed that it was absolute trash. But I've never been in a psych ward before, so I don't know. I'm not gonna ask her where she gets her. Because last time I asked her where she got her inspiration from, it was somebody she knew. So I'm not.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. Who do you know that got locked up?
Give me all the gossip, please. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I
think it could have used. I think she could have gone two different ways with it, and both ways it just wasn't within her power to do it. Okay. She could have taken out some of the smut and made it a straight up thriller. Yep. Just a straight up thriller. A supernatural or psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Or she could have lightened it up a little bit and made it a little bit more. I'm trying to think of a book to compare it to. I'm having a hard time thinking of a book to compare it to. A little more supernatural, like the show Supernatural. You know, like a little lighthearted,
Yeah, but
ongoing things. People with powers.
yeah.
People with powers is basically what it is. But, but I think that if she would have done that, it would have weakened it on both sides, and it would have been a mediocre book. It would have been a mediocre thriller book. It would have been a mediocre smut book. But together, I think it was a pretty good smut book.
Yeah. The smut was written well.
Yeah, it was good smut too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty smut. I liked. She had a lot of cliches in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that wasn't done on purpose. I'm not sure that wasn't done on purpose.
Why do you say that?
She probably knew that the guy had to have a hog the size of a baby's arm.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it wasn't going to fly. And they both had giant hogs. What are the chances of her meeting two dudes with giant freaking hogs like that? There's not... If you ever look at the statistics...
It's not really possible.
Yeah, the likelihood of getting two people with giant hogs... I mean, two white guys anyway. In the same room with giant hogs, it's not very good. They must have both been well over 6 feet or something like that. I don't know. But it was smut.
It
So
was
what you gonna
smut.
do? Give him a freaking... Give him a Jamie wiener.
Good lord.
Nobody want to read it.
I think if someone wrote a smut book about...
They'd be like, they get to the smut part and they're like, aw.
I think if someone wrote a smut book about you, dear, that you would be surprised how many women would flock to it.
Why do you say that?
Because you have a tendency to have an entourage.
I do not. I just have clients. I do not have an entourage.
Okay. That's... If you want to... You can say that today. That's fine. But we know the truth.
But, I'm just a talker, man.
And the truth is, bitches love you.
No, they don't.
They want some of that Jamie Wiener.
That's all they're going to get, too, is some. Just enough to call it a wiener. It's an Audi.
Whatever.
It's an Audi.
Enough to have 7 children.
It sticks out. That just means the hole works. It doesn't mean...
God to the damn
That
James.
means I don't have a narrow urethra. It doesn't mean that I'm packing or anything.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm like one of those bears you buy from Japan. Those raccoon things with the giant nuts.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't remember that? What was the name of that book or that show that Studio Ghibli did with the raccoons with the giant balls?
I've never seen it.
It was so good. I can't believe you didn't watch that.
I think the last time I even knew where
They're
that...
all like flying around.
I know. The last time I knew where that DVD was, the kids were watching it in the back of the car on the way home from Florida. Yeah, well.
They're like all sitting there having a meeting.
I don't need the twins to see them pull in, like...
You think that the boys don't already do that shit?
You think that I need them to be encouraged to do it more? I had to have
I don't understand why they're raccoons. There's no way the children aren't going to pull their sack out and try to launch themselves off the couch and fly through the air on their nutsack. They're not going to do that.
Have you met our sons? You can't.
They're not going to be capable of doing
They're
that.
not going to be capable of doing it. But look me straight in my eyes and tell me that they won't try. Look at me in my eyeballs.
All right. Here's the bitter reality. The bitter reality. If they were born and raised in a white room with no influence from anybody ever, only fed and watered their entire lives, at some point they're going to try to stretch their sack as far as they can.
It's not so much...
See how much of a bat wing they can come up
It's not so much the stretching of their ball sack. It is the stretching of the ball sack to then launch themselves off the couch that I'm worried about.
They're gonna. What are you afraid they're gonna get their balls caught on a coat hanger or something, and that swing there until you find them?
Have you seen the cut on Oliver's thumb today? Can we just like talk about how shit like this happens to us all the time? Or I don't know, the cut on Victor's foot from when he got mug broken, the cut on Paris's leg from the chair, the cut
By
on.
the time Victor sat down, he fell. We had some kind of piece of furniture that we bought, and it was still in the box, and the boys had ripped the box open. And Victor was like running through the living room, and he slipped on that box that somebody had opened, and fell and landed ass first on one of those on some kind of little spiky thing sticking up. It's horrible. It was a horrible way to go, but it was. But he landed on a cheek, right?
Yeah.
So I was in there. I was in the same room or a different room right upstairs. I wasn't downstairs or anything.
You're close by.
Yeah, and he ran over to me screaming his head off, and I didn't think anything of it
Because that's what he does.
because if somebody like farts and steals a remote, he screams his freaking head off.
Right.
But he runs over to me and turns around, and he has got a 1-inch gash on his ass cheek.
I remember.
And
that.
I was like,
I wasn't here. I was gone.
and
doing
that was like the week after or 2 weeks after I had just spent 13 hours sitting in the ER with
Parker
to get his head stapled up poorly.
Yo.
And I told myself that day.
We weren't gonna do that shit
I
again.
told myself that day. I was like, if any of my children need stitches again, I'm doing it myself. Because I had to give that chick suggestions.
And then
And she still fucked it up.
the universe is like, all right, motherfucker, put your money where your mouth was.
Mhm.
Did you, I guess for the audience, did you give our son stitches in his butt cheek?
Here's what happened.
Okay, you're actually gonna, okay.
Here's what I
Tell
did.
the story.
Here's what I did.
Okay.
I took him into the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
I washed his butt cheek off with soap and water.
Mm-hmm.
Rinsed it well. Patted it dry. Grabbed a tube of super glue.
Mm-hmm.
And super glued his ass cheek shut.
I just wanted
He barely has a scar.
I just wanted everyone to be aware that we did not give our son stitches.
That reminds me of another story
Oh no.
that I probably told you about. That
But the gums.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, you have
I'm
told me that story.
not gonna say who it was because it's a bunch of illegal shit. But I had a buddy. I had a buddy who was. Actually, I'm not gonna tell that story.
No.
If
Just
you
alleged.
come, if you come get a tattoo from me, I'll tell you the story in the tattoo shop. But that's not a live story. to tell.
No, it's not. You gotta pay extra for that one.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that.
So, yeah, no, I don't want to give our sons any motivation to launch themselves off of anything.
Okay.
No,
I'll die on that hill.
no movies where they might think that. I don't even think they've seen Peter Pan.
What are you talking about? You like Kiki's Delivery Service? They're flying around all the time.
On a broom.
Howl's Moving Castle? They're flying around all the time.
On an airplane. They don't just.
They crash into shit and destroy it. What's another one? What's the other one? They're just flying around all the time and crashing and shit in all those movies.
Not with their
And
ball sacks.
That's what it is. It's the ball sack. Just say it's the ball sack.
It's
don't
the ball
Don't
sack.
try to play it off like it's something else. Just say I don't want my sons watching something about raccoons' ball sacks.
There we go. I don't know why. Even
I
needs
don't know
to be
why
said.
you tried to obfuscate it like you did.
I don't know. Felt necessary.
It was good. It was a good movie.
I'm not saying it
It was
wasn't.
a wholesome family film to be enjoyed by all.
Was it now?
Yeah, it was.
That seems like a stretch.
It was.
That's okay.
Robert loved that movie.
Still does, I think.
Yeah, he still loves that movie.
I'm not saying I won't show it to the kids eventually. I just need them to get out of the stage where we might have to go to the ER every other day. I'm not sure we shouldn't have taken Oliver to the ER today.
What happened to him?
What are you talking? He sliced his finger open.
That wasn't an ER cut.
Have you looked at it without it bleeding?
That wasn't an ER cut. You know what? Honestly, and I feel like an inept doctor will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
A cosmetic cut does not need to go to the ER. The only time you would stitch up a cut that deep is for cosmetic reasons only.
Okay.
You don't want them to have a nasty scar. But if the bleeding stops on its own, the only time that you have to go to the ER is when the bleeding will not stop on its own. Everything else is cosmetic.
Okay. I mean, I didn't take him, obviously. He's fine. He now won't keep a Band-Aid on it, so I'm going to have to make sure he keeps his hands clean. He absolutely put poop on my lap today.
His?
Yeah, his.
Did he just like, hey mom, let's use the potty?
No, he didn't. He must have used the potty and then forgot to tell me and then just climbed up onto my lap and
scooted along like a chihuahua. Hey, psychic. Clean as a whistle now.
So my pants are sitting on the washer with stain remover on them. Ash oceans.
But anyway, we need to give an overall assessment of this book.
Okay.
We went off the rails a bunch of times, and
which we do. I mean,
the attention it deserves.
It's not that we didn't give it the attention it deserves, because on a normal basis, if we didn't know the author, we would have dived so far deep into this book we wouldn't be able to see the light of day. But we purposely left things vague.
Yeah, we purposely left things vague, and also, it's not like it wasn't that we're trying to take things easy on her. It's the way it seems. It's not that I'm trying to take things easy on her because we know her or we have
met her.
With her. It is that it's one of the rare situations, which actually it's a one time. This is the first time it's ever happened, where I have the ability
to go speak to the author,
talk to the author, and correct myself if I'm wrong. And I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not gonna sit here and like grind it out and piss her off real good. And that way, whenever I get to talk to her, she will talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously didn't like it.
So stop it.
It's very beautiful, sweetheart.
Thank you. I've read 15 books this year. Shit.
But the bottom line, she like put all those vajazzles on there and then immediately dropped it and knocked them off.
I did not knock them off. The glue's pretty good.
But I mean, overall, we liked the book. It was a good book, right?
Yes.
It's a good book.
I did knock 2 of them off. What?
I did knock 2 of them off. They did come off.
Only the corner ones. None of them on the 5.
But we need to jump off here because I've got
You have an appointment.
Oh man, I came up with such a good campaign for Robert. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so proud.
Okay, before we get off of here, the question is: are we moving on with Clutching Cthulhu's Pearls?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to do that. I didn't. I wanted to read that book. I didn't get the chance. I don't remember why. I think we were just like bogged down. We had other books we were talking about. We had book club. I think it was like one of those. I think what happened was we had planned on reading a bunch of books from that event last time, and we ended up not doing it.
Well, I think it ended up being because the last time they did that event, it was April or May, so I think I had just gotten a new job.
Oh, okay.
And so I was pretty busy with that.
It slipped through the cracks.
I mean, it's on the shelf.
But the author is very clever.
Yes, she is. Super nice lady.
Super nice lady. Super nice lady. It's really bizarre to like talk to these women that write these books because they're all so sweet. And they're all so cordial. They're all so composed. And they sit there, and a lot of them are older ladies in their 60s, still writing
These
raunchy
two-
smut.
These two girls that are women, I say girls.
These two aren't.
No, they're definitely
No,
not
they're
even anywhere near their
closer,
60s.
closer to my age. But
Maybe.
but
in their
a lot of
40s.
these women are. A lot of these women are in their 60s, and some of them in the 70s. Some of them are in their 80s.
I guess Rebecca would be in her 40s because she has adult children.
I'm not gonna drop her age.
Oh, do you know?
She told me how old she is. I'm not gonna drop
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I don't know how old she is.
But
I don't ask those questions.
she's. I mean, she's
Back.
like she's my generation. She's Gen X. I
Gen
think.
X.
Yeah. But that's I kind of am starting to look for that stuff, man. It might just because I'm getting older. It might be because I think that's what it is. I'm getting older, and the world that we live in is just becoming so far removed from what was normal when I was most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my life, shit wasn't like this,
I know.
and it's nice to read from somebody who writes, who speaks my language, man. It's nice. I'm like, oh god, fuck. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was going nuts. I thought that I was like, what am I out of touch? I kind of am, yeah. But it's not that it's just me. It's a whole generation of people are like, man, this is bullshit.
This is some motherfucking
This is
bullshit.
some bullshit. I didn't sign up for this shit.
I feel that way every day.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of refreshing to hear a writer just talk the way I talk, think the way I think, be interested in the things I'm interested in. It's nice. Doesn't happen very often. And it's kind of refreshing to find an author that's willing to put things in her book she knows people aren't gonna like, because these other authors will not do it. They will not do it because they're trying to sell books. They've got a checklist of things that they can say that people like. They've got a checklist of things that they know that they can't say that people won't like, and they follow that to a T every single time they write.
Yeah.
Because of, I'm not gonna say because of people like you, but yeah, because of people like you. Because when they're reading a romance novel and they come across something that's a hiccup in the smut, they're like, oh, that dried me right up.
A hiccup in the smut.
Yeah, it's a hiccup in the smut. It's just like, it'd be like if you were like getting all hot and heavy with somebody. Maybe me. Doesn't have to be. Getting all hot and heavy with somebody, and everything's going right, and they just like blast a fart, and it's not a cute fart either.
It's definitely not you.
It's not a cute fart. It stinks. And it lingers. That's what that is in that writing. It's just you're just like, that. Ooh.
Out of
Ooh.
all of the
And then
analogies,
and then you spend the rest of the book trying to recover from it, and you never do. I don't know what it is about you guys, but you can't get over it. There's like one thing in the book, you're just like, oh, the ick, the terminal ick of it all. And then you'll go from like, this is a pretty good, I didn't like that book at all.
I've never not finished a book because it gave me the ick.
It's because you're diehard. You're like, this ick isn't going to defeat me. I'm going to defeat this ick. But at the end of the book, you walk away feeling unsatisfied because somebody farted and you had to smell it through too much of the book, and then it didn't make you Twitterpate like you wanted it to.
I didn't.
Because of the grossness.
I did not go into the Shadowmere thinking I was going to be Twitterpated.
I think that, and now she may have done this with her other books. I don't know how old this book is. I don't know how many of these books she's written.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody commenting? Is anybody on here at all? Nobody's on here.
It says
we're alone in the world.
It says that we've got people watching. It doesn't tell me who they are.
Okay.
Unless they comment directly, I don't know.
Okay. I feel like that if
My mouse is going dead.
I feel like if this book came in hot, like what was that one? What was that one book that took off that I DNF'd?
I don't know. You've DNF'd.
Anathema.
Hmm.
I refuse to read that book. I refuse to read that book. Gave me the ick. But it came in hot. Stayed that way throughout. It was a gothic book from the very beginning to end.
Yeah.
And I feel like that if this book was that, it would have been received a little bit differently because you would have expected more of the same from the beginning to the end. And I think that she just like hits you in the back of the head with some shit while you're trying to read it, and it didn't. Your brain wasn't ready for it. And not yours specifically, but anybody's.
In general.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I appreciate Rebecca giving us this book, letting us have the opportunity to read it.
Absolutely. I suggest it. I suggest people read it.
It's on Kindle Unlimited.
I think that you should. Do you have the book with you down here?
Which one? Shadowmere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's right here. What about
Let me
it?
see it. Oh, you didn't. You don't have your bookmark.
I had my bookmark somewhere. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, it's in here.
Yeah. It's one of these books. Can you see it?
No, there's a big huge glare in it. The bookmark says I read for the emotional damage.
I read for the emotional damage. If you read for the emotional damage, did this bookmark save your life? Did somebody shoot you and the bookmark stopped it? That's what it looks like. It's got this giant dent in it.
No, I think my son stole it, and maybe it saved their lives.
And maybe, yeah.
Fucking, I don't know.
He came out with a knife, and I had this bookmark in my front breast pocket. I would have been dead otherwise.
No, I don't know how it got
Yeah,
back.
if you read for the emotional damage, you'll get some out of this. It's like that. So we done? Play D&D now? Oh, I wanted to talk about my D&D game.
Okay, good. You can talk.
I can't give any spoilers because Robert might watch this video and then it'll be spoilers for him.
Okay, so don't spoil
But
it.
I can read the beginning. It's very brief.
Okay.
It's very brief. It's not like I gave him a little synopsis at the beginning of it, a little intro to the game.
Okay.
And when I wrote it, I was trying to write it so that he could read it in one pseudo long messenger text. Okay, so it's purposely brief and perfectly nondescriptive.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think of this? Very cliche at the beginning,
Got it.
but
Just read it, baby.
all right, let's see how it is.
You want to give me a bunch of disclaimers.
You're flat broke.
Got it.
You're in between jobs with limited work experience in a down economy, and you're 3 months behind on your rent
Oh hell.
with no prospects of catching up. You're sitting on your futon, desperately checking your email for responses to your applications that may have gone to your trash. You hear the door to your mail slot click and the rustle and thump of several envelopes hitting your apartment floor. Anxiously you turn, anticipating a stack of red-marked envelopes and a coupon from Papa John's Pizza that you still wouldn't be able to afford. You walk to the door and snatch the stack from the floor to find that you were correct. But instead of an unimpressive offer for free breadsticks among the overdue bills, you find a registered manila envelope with a Vermont return address. You assume it's junk until you notice the expensive postage. You should have had to sign for it. It's heavy. You immediately scan your memory for something that you may have done to get sued as you rip open the package.
Okay.
It's from a law firm in Burlington, Vermont. It looks official. A quick scan uncovers that you are the sole trustee of a trust created by an uncle that you've never heard of that shares the last name of your father. Almost exclusively included in the trust is a residence in Burlington and a small portfolio of investments with the proceeds allocated to its upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Skeptically, you call the number on the letterhead and leave a message on their answering service. Within a few minutes, a representative of the firm returns your call and confirms the letter's validity. Wasting no time, and with nothing to lose but the $120 overdraft from your bank account to make the drive, you pack your things and make the long trek to Burlington. When you arrive, and after a night of sleeping in your car, you visit the law offices from the letterhead. Several hours and signatures later, you leave the office with a stack of paperwork a complimentary coffee that tastes like the cup, and an ancient-looking key to your new domicile. Entering the address in your paperwork in Google Maps directs you to a small but well-kept old Victorian mansion. Turning your peculiar key in the front door, you open it to an immaculately clean but unusually gothically furnished foyer. Broken full of new hope, you immediately explore your unfamiliar and somewhat creepy home. All of its 13 rooms and attic uncover several pieces of furniture antiques that you note may support you on Marketplace while you're back on your feet, but no literal treasure. Not coincidentally last, you turn the knob of the basement door and find it locked tight as though with nails. Skeptically, you insert your only key that's not your car key into the hole and turn it. The door opens without a click or a creak, and you find yourself descending the steps of a bizarrely furnished basement, almost magically lit by dozens of candelabra. Furnishings and items in the basement seem so mythical in nature that you would think them hokey if not for their apparent authenticity. Excitedly, you lift a heavy locked tome from a desk and examine it. You're about to test your new skeleton key in the lock when movement from the corner of your eye startles you out of your ambitious curiosity. Hanging from the largest wall, you discover what appears to be an enormous tapestry curtain hanging from an elaborate brass rod near the ceiling. The movement you saw turns out to be wind rustling the heavy curtain. Wind. What's behind that curtain? And that's how this game starts.
It's very interesting.
So I thought, and you know what? That's the least interesting thing about it.
Nice.
That's just like the little flavor thing that I gave him in the beginning to start his story. That's my version of you're sitting at the tavern.
Right.
Yeah. And that's how he's gonna start his story. But his story is like super epic, super epic. I'm super proud of myself. I don't even know where it came from.
Your ass.
It came, yeah, my ass. Ass is where it came from, but it's really cool. To me, it's really original. It's not D&D. It's a D20 game. It's like I'm gonna start calling her Becky because it's hard for me to say Rebecca. Just like Becky, so her name's Rebecca. You can't be an author and have the name Rebecca and not use it. So
right.
Anyway, I was talking to her about D&D. She said she plays, but she plays 3.5. And I was like, well, that makes perfect sense. I asked her if she played 5th Ed. She snorted at me. She's like, what?
5th Ed.
5th Ed? That's for children. She plays 3.5.
Yeah.
Like a grown-up. She plays D&D like a grown-up. Anyway. So I'm going to play this game with Robert and try to stay awake long enough to
get somewhere.
Yeah, at least make it worth his while. Because I feel like if I don't like give this story the emphasis that it deserves, I'm really kind of fucking him over. It's a really cool story. It's a really cool world. I'll say it's my best one yet. Nobody gives a fat baby's ass about it. I guess I'm gonna just go and get off here and do it. Love you.
Love you.
What?
See you next time for Clutching Cthulhu's Pearls.
Absolutely. That's a thin one. It's a thin boy.
It is one. Good night.
I don't love the audience very much. I love you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically.
You should take a twin upstairs.
I'm not doing that.